Today I will tell you interesting features of female psychology, which you will not hear anywhere, as well as tell you 20 scary facts about women and men that ruin their lives. So, let's begin. An interesting peculiarity of female psychology is the love of self-defeating. This is not only characteristic of women suffering from low self-esteem. Even self-confident young ladies can blame themselves for all family troubles. For example, a man may complain that he is in a bad mood today. The woman will immediately think that he is trying to hint that she ruined everything. Yes, this is inherent in almost everyone. The girl will first take offense at her environment, then at the circumstances and, finally, at herself. How to break this vicious circle? You should try to change the view of the person you love on this world. Tell him that he is not responsible for all the problems. Explain to the girl that most problems should be solved in a positive way. Think of them as challenges given by fate to help you overcome your fears, shortcomings, and make life more interesting. Have you ever wondered why girls like decorative things? Female psychology will help you find the answer to this question. The fact is that girls pay a lot of attention to details. Women are more careful than men. They cannot put sausage in the bread box or bread in the bathroom by their forgetfulness. Of course, like any coin, there are two sides to it. Women who glance at the details may not see the big picture. What can this feature of female psychology mean for men? Going on a date, a representative of the stronger sex can deliberately add details to his image to look at. For example, put a watch on your hand, use cufflinks and a pin for a tie. Such little things do not escape the attention of a woman. On a subconscious level, girls love interlocutors who share their passion for details. Every girl wants her efforts to be appreciated by others. After all, each person comes into this world to fulfill his or her mission. And, of course, everyone believes that they make a real contribution to the development of society. Therefore, it is very important for women to be recognized for their work. And it doesn't matter what kind of business it will be. Even if a girl does not go to the office and sits at home with the children, she needs to know that her husband is proud of her. A man needs to tell his wife that she is the best mother and that without her efforts, he would not be so comfortable in their home. If a young man does not praise his woman and does not admire her achievements, she will try to find someone for whom she can become a goddess. Representatives of the stronger sex, such arrogance may seem strange, but it is. What is female psychology in relationships? Many representatives of the weaker sex are accustomed to idealize their lovers. Why does this happen? Thanks to Hollywood and Disney, girls grow up on fairy tales about beautiful princes. These heroes have no flaws. They are handsome, intelligent, and talented. That's the idea that any girl has about the man of her dreams. And a woman when dating can idealize her partner and endow him with character traits that are completely unusual. For example, a woman may consider a mediocre man as a genius. But after 3 or 4 months, rose-colored glasses fall off and the girl sees everything as it is. Disillusionment comes to her. How to prevent it? You need to find out how the girl represents her prince, and then try to become a prince. Most men are interested in psychology. Men delve deeply into women's secrets. But the answer is not always found in books. Representatives of the stronger sex sometimes find it difficult to understand the multifaceted nature of women. And the most difficult thing is to find out what is on the surface. What is the main female secret? A woman always wants to be a woman. But then why are there so many feminists today and why do they fight so hard for their rights? The fact is that these women have not met the right man on their way. And even ladies who would make you believe that they are strong and independent, always want someone to trust around them. Have you ever thought about why the people around you behave the way they do? As it turns out, there are several factors of human behavior that have a strong influence on relationships with others. And if you try to understand them, your life can become more positive. Try to understand and memorize what I'm about to tell you. People with high testosterone levels take pleasure in angering others. People tend to humiliate others when they are unsure of themselves. Test takers who were told they did poorly on an IQ test expressed more national and religious bias than those who were told they scored high. In doing so, people are genuinely confident that their negative opinions of others are sincere and have no connection to their lowered opinion of themselves. Belittling others helps restore self-esteem. People's behavior is influenced by bodily sensations. For example, there is a strong association between a feeling of heaviness and importance, seriousness. People rated a person as more serious and stable if their resume was submitted in a heavy folder, and vice versa. Similarly, feeling stiff and rigid makes people inflexible. Those who sat in hard chairs were more unyielding in negotiations. The feeling of rough surfaces makes people feel difficult in human relationships, and coldness is closely related to feelings of loneliness. People tend to do immoral things or not fulfill someone's request for help if it doesn't require effort or if they don't have to refuse the person outright. Lying requires a great deal of mental effort. A person simultaneously has to hold a lie in his head to tell it and the truth to hide it. As a result, he utters simpler sentences and performs worse on intelligence tasks. When people are observed, they behave better. And the illusion of observation works too. It was enough to hang pictures of eyes in a self-service dining room to make more people start cleaning up after themselves. An attractive, honest appearance can easily mislead. People tend to trust appearances more than sincerity. Even professionals considered honest lying people with sincere manners 86% of the time. Appearance plays a huge role even in voting and choosing politicians. Voters infer the competence of politicians by facial maturity and physical attractiveness. Unconsciously, of course. The more successful and wealthy are considered more intelligent and wise, and vice versa. And often people tend to think that those who have been successful and those who have suffered deserve it. The happier person is not the one who has a lot of money, but the one who has more than his neighbor. The dissatisfaction with having a lot of money is partly based on this. People are constantly comparing themselves to their neighbors. Once they get rich, they start to move into new circles where people have even more money, and it is not easy to rise above the people around them. Anger increases the desire for possession in people. People put more effort into obtaining an object that they associate with angry faces. This used to be considered only a property of positive emotions. The more difficult the decision that needs to be made, the more people tend to leave things as they are. If there is too much choice in a store and people can't tell right away which product is best, they will leave without buying. When people feel they have no control over what is happening, they tend to see non-existent patterns in unrelated pictures and believe in conspiracy theories. People regret decisions made quickly, even if they are happy with the results. What matters is not the actual time taken to make the decision. What matters is whether the person feels there was enough time. Women have twice as many pain receptors as men, but are much more tolerant of pain than men. It has been found that biologically, women have twice as many pain receptors as men. Despite this, women tend to show a higher tolerance to pain compared to men. This paradox can be explained by multiple factors, including hormonal differences. Women's higher tolerance to pain may be related to their historical role. Women are more attracted to men with a husky voice because they seem less aggressive. A husky voice may signal a lower level of threat.